welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I am a cottage food producer. I am a mom and a student, and I just do a wide range of lifestyle mom vlogs, which I'm kind of just getting into the world of because I just became a mom, and then baking stuff and just other random videos. And in today's video, ignore the lighting change, I'm doing a week in my life as a baker. This weekend I have a festival that I'm going to up north, and I have to bake a bunch for it. It's my first ever event like this, so I'm not exactly sure how much I actually need to bake yet. This is kind of just going to be a trial run and just learning experience for me, and we'll see. I do have a plan of how much I'm baking for this. We're going to see if we have time for that much stuff, and because again, trial run. We'll just bake as much as we can for it, and then we'll see how much sells this weekend. It's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to rain in the morning on Saturday, but then it's supposed to get really warm, and it's supposed to be the warmest day of the week. Fingers crossed. Weather changes all the time. Sometimes we have a random storm. Sometimes a random tornado comes out of nowhere. So it's the Midwest. We're not really sure what's quite going on. There's construction literally right outside my front door. That's been going on for, it feels like, since we moved in, because they're just doing everything all the time. Hopefully they get it done soon. Usually they end at about 1 to 3-ish, somewhere in that range every day, because they start at like 5 in the morning. And they actually woke us up today because they wanted to let us know that they were blocking off. But the guy, every time we know it's him because he rings the doorbell and then he starts banging like he's the police, and our dog freaks out, and my husband gets not happy with it because then the baby wakes up and I wake up. So it is currently 66 degrees in my house, so we're all comfy cozy. I'm wearing an old school like zip up sweatshirt, and then just a t-shirt and sweats, and baby's in her swing. Today's plan is I have homework to do. So I have homework that I'm going to start with. I'm going to do like 2 hours of homework today. I literally never have anything due on specific days, really. 2 of my classes are just like do it at your own pace until the end of the unit. And then one class it starts Monday and ends the next Monday at 5 p.m. So like I have an entire week to do that homework, and then the other one is due on Friday. So I usually have the entire week to do my classes. I am currently in school, and I've changed my career like 6 times since I started college, because originally I was going for law, so I was going to do pre-law and psych and then going into law school, and I was going to get that in 5 years because I got a dual enrollment full ride to a college in Iowa, and they did a dual enrollment with I-State, so you could get that degree in 5 years. I visited the school. Actually didn't get to actually visit the school, but I got to see it late at night before my tour date, and I ended up getting super sick while I was there and passed out, and my uncle was like, nope, we're driving home, we're going to the hospital. So we went to urgent care, and I never got to visit the school. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna have insurance here because my insurance is only for Minnesota, and I don't have my own car, and I'm 5 hours away from anybody that I know, so I can't go to this school. So that happened. And then I decided I was going to University of Minnesota Duluth because I got into both there and St. Scholastica for integrated elementary and special education. A scholarship no longer decided to fund it, so I left that school because I could not afford all of the loans. Took some time off, got married, started at a community college for nursing, did 3 semesters, had a baby, and decided I'm not doing nursing because I have to go in person so much, and I really hate science. I don't know why I did this to myself. As much as I would love to be a nurse, I hate all the science classes I have to take. And then I am now going to a university, getting my bachelor's in education. It's a family and consumer science degree, so I can do quite a few things with it, but I do have the education on it as well, so that I can be a teacher as well if I choose. So I am taking 4 classes right now. I'm taking a clothing and people class, a family relationships class, a consumer economics class, and just because I needed an extra, gen ed class, I'm doing a music history class. Don't love it. I would have rather opted to do an in-person choir class. So that is what I'm doing. I kind of, sort of, last week at the end of the week, I usually try to check ahead of what, like on the syllabus or the calendar or whatever, of what's supposed to be happening for the following week, and I write it down, but I don't think I did that for every class, so I have to start off by doing that, and then I can actually get into what I got. I have a really long list this week already, so yeah. After I do homework, I gotta clean my kitchen, and I gotta make labels for, well, first I have to have lunch. I have to feed my baby her food, and then I have to clean my kitchen, make my labels for my packaging, feed my sourdough starter, and then I think I'm gonna try and like prep all my dry ingredients today. So I'm gonna just mix everything that I need, put it in baggies. I don't think I have large baggies, so if I don't, then this is probably not gonna happen, but it would be very nice to get this to happen, because then half the work is already done, and then I could just pour the eggs in, or like the liquid mixture, mix it all together. Know that it's the best of both worlds. Mix it and then put it in the oven, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because I don't think I have the large bags. I have like every other size bag, but I don't think I have the large ones. So we're gonna see what I can get done today. Today is not really like the huge workload day for baking. It's more like some prep work. Tomorrow is a lot of prep work as well, and then Wednesday is when we officially start like the baking, where I'm like getting frosting ready and putting it in the freezer. I'm getting other doughs ready and putting them in the freezer. I'm getting starting my bread so that I can have that proofed and ready for when I need to bake it, because I have to do 5 loaves a day. So wow, you spit up. And then obviously dealing with my baby, whatever she needs in between all of that. So this is probably going to take longer than it would usually probably take me to do, because I have a baby in the mix. And the last week that I had with her was Velcro baby the whole time. She did not want me to set her down if she was awake, and she did not want me to set her down if she was asleep. So I was just holding my baby, had her in my arms as I was doing all my homework, and really couldn't do anything until my husband got home to just chill with her for a little bit, because I couldn't feed my starter, I couldn't take showers, I couldn't prep anything. Gotta clean the kitchen as well. Oh, I also wanted to explain the rest of this week, just so that you understand the plan, so I don't have to come on and explain it multiple times. Tomorrow is more prep work. I'm prepping boxes, prepping more labels, putting labels onto boxes so that I have them all prepared, and then prepping some more ingredients, all that jazz. Wednesday is the first official baking day, so I'm prepping doughs, prepping frostings, and then baking the things that can last longer. Up until that point, obviously my hopes and dreams, I could bake all of this within a couple of days so that it's completely like 100% brand fresh. That cannot happen right now, especially with the phase of life that I'm in and the phase of baking that I'm in, and this is also trial and error testing. So for, you know, all of those reasons, that is why I'm doing it in the order I am. Thursday is baking the rest of my breads, or baking some breads, and Friday has the rest of the breads, and then it's baking all of my muffins, and Friday's baking all my cookies and brownies, and bundt cakes are somewhere in the mix. Get off my counter. And then, do you need to go, Kendall? So that is my week. It's just a lot of prep for the first couple days, and then baking nonstop for the last few days, and then at the end of Friday I have to clean everything up and get my family packed up to go out of town that night, get the car packed up with all of the stuff, all of my like table organization or like display items and things like that. My banner that I have for my thing, my uncle got it custom made for me, so it's at their place already, and all of my business cards are at their place already. And then literally when we get there, because we're getting there very late at night, we're just going to sleep, and then the next day we will head straight there early in the morning and set up and do all the things. So I'm not taking you that far along with me, but that is just like what the plan is, because Friday I have very, very much crunch time because I only have until 5:30. I have to get done by 5 and then clean up, and then my husband will be home, and then we have to pack the car up. So yeah, we're working with a very tight schedule this week, but just stay tuned. That is the plan. Let's officially get into today's video.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up all night. I think it's hard how we always wait another day, how we watch things that can't just walk away. Let's live down by the water, watch it come and go home. I wish we were bold to like sail away. I just don't wanna care. Can you be here and I'm good alone? I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up all night.
just for a minute. Close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind. What does getting deep now? What does getting deep now?
We're honestly having the worst time. I'm still doing homework. Haven't even finished one assignment. And it's been almost 2 hours since I started. I have not been able to calm her down. And I'm getting like very upset because I don't know what else to do. Because this has been the past couple weeks where like I literally can't calm her down with anything that I try. And like not having my husband home with me when this is going on is so hard. And then on top of that, my dog starts acting up and it's just so overstimulating. Put my dog in the kennel. I finally got her to fall asleep, but I can't put her down. So she's just in my arms and I can't type with one hand very well. I made a bottle because she wouldn't breastfeed and she didn't eat any of it because she was so upset that she couldn't calm herself down to like accept it, and she literally cried herself to sleep because she wasn't calming down. She wasn't taking her passy. I changed her, like literally nothing was working, and I just feel like so lost, and I feel like I'm a really bad mom in these moments because I should be able to know what's going on. I should be able to figure it out, and I should be able to help her, and I should be able to be the one to like do this, and I just feel like I can't do it most of the time. So it's a little frustrating. A lot frustrating, actually. I messaged my neighbor to see if she could come over and help me feed her because I can't get her to eat. She burped a couple times while she was like upset, so like I was like, okay, she'll finally eat now, and then nope, she wouldn't eat. So she's in my arms asleep. I'm gonna try and finish up my homework. I have to type. I like hand wrote everything. Like I have a huge like discussion post, basically 4 questions. 3 of them were from our chapters. One's just a question that I had to answer, and that one was like 240 words, and the other ones have to be, well, there was no requirement for that one, but that's just how I wrote it. And then the other 2 questions have to be 100 to 150 words each. I wrote it down all in my notebook, and now I'm going in and trying to type it all in to post it. And so that's one assignment that I'm doing today. My other one is just a quiz for my consumer economics class. And then I'm looking at what the discussion post is for that class. That one's not due until the end of the month. And then the rest of the homework can wait till tomorrow, because I still have stuff to do today. If I can't like get very much homework done today, I think that I'm going to just do a lot of like my prep work that I'm supposed to be doing tomorrow today instead. Just so that I can say I got it done and that I'm not freaking out tomorrow with my extra long list of to-dos. I'm gonna try and make myself something to eat. I'm gonna sit down and figure out all my labels and print them all out. If I don't get the kitchen cleaned and before my husband gets home, I'll just do it when he's home tonight, because she'll sit in the bouncer or in his arms and sleep with him like right there with her. Like she'll sleep with him fine. like if he's watching a show or playing video games or doing something to like have himself relax, she can usually be fine laying in his arms, and then I can get the house cleaned. So like I'm just waiting to do that till very last. I can do my labels and things like that sitting down, and she can be in my arms while I'm sitting. So yeah, and I know that I probably won't be able to do any of the cleaning right now, so yeah, I'm just doing what I can today. I really hope that the rest of this week goes smoothly. Like I need to get this done, and if I can't bake enough things, then what the heck am I supposed to do this weekend? So my dog is growling and whining in her sleep, but we're gonna move on. I'm gonna try and finish writing all this while she's asleep. If I can have my neighbor come over and help me feed her while I make myself something to eat or something, I don't know. And then I gotta start other stuff, so. Alright, baby's chilling in her bouncer. She's calm right now, so hopefully she stays calm a little longer. I just had some lunch. Before I had lunch, I tested out printing some things. For some reason, my printer keeps switching to fax mode and printing out these little error codes and like incomplete transmission for the fax. So a couple of my label sheets have gone to waste. There are like the two in the center that I can use for like handwriting things. Like if I absolutely run out of labels, I can just handwrite on those. I am struggling a little bit because I used a template that was like exactly supposed to fit my label sheets, and I also changed it so that the border wasn't gonna be as like bold, and eventually, like once I figure out exact placement and like figure out exactly which like placement is working, I'm gonna get rid of the border altogether. But for now, I've been keeping the border on there to like keep it measured out the same, except these are not printing out properly. So I think this one was my first attempt. The bottom obviously gets cut off, and then they're like a little too low, so it's not on it fully, or it's like two halves of one. Some of them could work, but they're also cutting off some pieces. Like this first one actually is perfect, and then I can just cut this side off. So not all of them are a complete and total waste, but majority of them are, unfortunately. The second one is actually kind of perfect, and again I can just cut off the excess, but then some of them are cut off way too much, so I'm gonna have to go in and see which ones are working and which ones are not. The second attempt, I made them smaller and shifted them a little bit to hopefully fit in the pieces better, and I got like the width correct, or like the length correct, I mean, and the width is just something's not correct. Like some of these are going into the ones below, but on the top, again, I think that only the first two are usable. This third one cuts off my business name, and that is important to be on there. If it wasn't as important to have that on everything, I wouldn't mind. I don't care about the, like this first one, obviously I'd have to trim it a little bit, but the only thing that gets cut off is the little rolling pin. Don't care about that as much as I care about, obviously, like the name. So like I could just cut the rest of that off. So I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm gonna attempt it one more time. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna just have to handwrite everything. So I think I'll just have to do like pencil and then go over the top with a marker so that it looks somewhat nice. So I'm gonna show you my third attempt, and then if it doesn't work out, then we'll just skip it and I'll sit here and handwrite everything. But I at least want to get all my labels done today. And then tomorrow I'm going to do like actually baking prep and then put all my boxes together. I'm hoping that I can, I think I'm gonna ask my husband to pull down a few bins from the garage so that I can clear off our folding table and like store all the stuff that's on there, and then bring the folding table in here so that I can have all my boxes out. I am not feeling good today. I have a headache. It's been a rough day. So hopefully we can figure this out. That would help make me feel better, because right now I only have 4 that work. So if I can get it to work, that would be lovely. But I'm gonna go do that and then update you later. Alright, so a couple updates. I don't think I recorded it, but I made my sugar cookie dough and it's in the fridge that I have to bake today. So I will record that part of it, but my sourdough starter apparently is no good. I made 5 loaves of dough, baked my first one, and I was like, I cannot make the rest of these. Cut it open and it was like, it didn't expand. It wasn't, like, I don't know what the term technically is, but there wasn't like the bubbles or like the holes on the inside. So I was like, I'm not gonna make the rest of this dough. It's just gonna go in the trash. So we're not doing sourdough for this weekend, because I feel like I have to like work on that and try different things, because the first time I ever made sourdough, it came out perfectly. And ever since then, it hasn't, because it's getting colder outside, so our house is getting colder, and so the temperature of my starter is not great. But when I had first made it, the temperature in our house was like almost in the 80s, or maybe like just in the 80s. And so it was like kind of perfect room temperature in here for me to have it out. So my niece, who is amazing and is also a cottage food producer, her and my mother-in-law make a lot of sourdough. And they've been working on perfecting it and trying different flours and things. She told me that when I make it now, because it's getting colder out, that I need to put it in the oven on like a very, very low temperature to keep it warm. And that like once it rises, like right away be making with it. I'll probably have to have like a bunch of different starter. because I don't know if I'm gonna end up having enough for as much as I need to make. But I don't need to make any this week anymore. So I've kind of gotten rid of that idea. I was gonna have pumpkin sourdough, and now because I'm not doing sourdough at all, I have a bunch of canned pumpkin puree that I'm gonna have to use up. I'm using like a half a cup for my pumpkin bundt cakes. I think I might double my pumpkin bundt cakes this time, since I'm not doing any of the sourdough. And then I'm also gonna make pumpkin muffins, just to kind of have more options other than just my basic cookies and muffins. And then I have to borrow, because I obviously don't think I can use my discard from my sourdough starter. So I might have to ask my neighbor if I can borrow some of her sourdough starter, or like the discard, so that I can make my discard brownies. But today, let me grab my list, actually. If y'all don't know, and you probably do because it's literally all over. So right now I'm trying to keep off social media because of what happened yesterday. A lot happened yesterday and it's a lot to unpack. I'm not going to talk about my personal beliefs behind it. I'm not really going to talk about it, and it's not what this video is about. But yesterday was a very hard day for me mentally, like seeing the stuff that I saw on social media. So if you don't see me on social media for a while, that's why. But also I'm hoping that baking today can help put me in a better mood, because I could hardly sleep last night. So got Dr. Pepper today. And then of course today's 9/11, so another very hard day, especially for people that I know, because they knew people that passed away and all of that, or they happened to be there when that happened. So it's just a week full of just hard times for me. All right, I have to clean my kitchen still this morning. I kind of just gave up last night after my whole sourdough situation happened. So I still have to do that this morning. Can you get out of my kitchen? I'm gonna have to block you off again. You can go play in the living room. Today we have bake my sourdough discard brownies. So I have to go steal some from my neighbor, like some discard. Mix and bake all my muffins today. Tomorrow morning I'm probably gonna do some more muffins or whatever I can't get done today. Mix and bake my sweet loaves, mix and bake my chocolate chip cookies, cut and bake my sugar cookies. I have to package everything other than my sugar cookies because I still have to decorate them. So that's my list for today. I might be able to get more done, but whatever doesn't get done, now I have time tomorrow because I don't have to bake pumpkin bundt cake, or not pumpkin bundt cakes. I don't have to bake pumpkin sourdough. Hey, are you listening to Mama? You want to know all the things? Eventually, when you're a toddler, you can be up in here helping me. Mama will get you a little stool and you can help Mommy bake. Not what I'm going to be selling, but she can help me bake for what we have at home. All right, and then tomorrow, our plans changed for exactly what we're doing, and we're just gonna head out of town earlier because I don't think I can mentally finish everything at home and then not get there until 9 o'clock at night and have to go straight to bed. I would rather have time to settle while we're there. And I asked, and I can bake stuff up there because where we're going, my aunt and uncle live, so we're gonna be staying at their house. And I was like, we'll help you set up for the festival if I can use your kitchen, because I would rather finish baking up there, it be settled, have her settled. I don't know why you do this, and you don't like this being on you, but I need to support your head. So we're going there earlier. So in the morning, I have a little bit of time to bake some last minute things if I need to. And then I have to pack up her clothes, my clothes, like get us packed up and ready to go. Pack up the ingredients for what I'm baking there, and the pans that I need. Pack up our dog's stuff because she's coming with us. Packing up my piping bags and stuff for, what's it called? Putting icing on the cookies. The packaging I'm gonna need for what I'm baking there. All the things I already baked. All the stuff for my table. And then I have to clean up. If I have anything left to clean up tomorrow, then I have to clean up. And I have to be done by like 12-ish. And then once he gets home, gotta let the dog out, get the dog situated in the car, get everything packed up in the car, and get the heck out of here because it's a 2.5-hour drive up north. So once I'm there, I'm not going to be recording anything that I'm making. I'm just going to maybe show you guys the setup a little bit once I'm there on Saturday morning. But I'm not going to be recording any of the baking there, just because out of respect for their household, I don't really want to put them on camera. Not that they would mind, but I just, yeah. But while I'm there, I have to do pumpkin bundt cakes, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, and decorate my sugar cookie. Help them set up, so that'll probably take like an hour and a half-ish to finish setting up. And then going back home, or back to their home, and baking probably will take me until about 7:30, 8 o'clock if I have help. And I'm gonna have 2 mixers there. I don't have to bring my own. They have one, and also my cousin has gifted me one, so that is there waiting for me. So I'm gonna have 2 mixers there to work with, so I can get things done a lot faster. But then I'm also gonna have help with the baby and help with like doing what I need done. So I just started packing in this box. I put a blanket down at the bottom just so that they won't like move so much. And then I have like my signage and stuff in there. I'm starting to pack that kind of stuff around it, so that way it can be packed in better, but I can also utilize the space so that with like my table stuff. And then I've started doing my single muffins. Uh-oh, this one fell over. In here, so all my single muffins are gonna go in this basket, just for extra protection and just to keep them all nice and together, so that way when I'm packing them in the car, then it's a lot nicer. And then I have this crazy mess of my label and packing station. And here's my nice organized closet. So, I also didn't show you guys, but I labeled late, like the other night. I labeled all my bags, so all my big ones, my small ones. So I'm only bringing 15 of each size. Actually, these are technically my small ones, but nothing really fits in these, to be honest. So I figure if people get multiple things, then I can give them a bag. But yeah, I'm bringing 15 of each, just because I don't know if many people will use the bags. Honestly, I don't think that many people are gonna buy from me, to be honest, because this is only my first time. So this is kind of just again like a test run. So I only wanted to bring 15 of each, just because I didn't want to have too much stuff. But it'll be a good problem if I run out. It'll be a bad well, not a bad problem. It'll just help me understand, you know, the interest. But it'll be a good problem if I run out. It's not going to be a bad thing. So yeah. All right, we are all packed up, and I have all my chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, pumpkin bun cakes, banana chocolate chip loaves, and pumpkin muffins. I think that's all, but that's all I have to bake today when we get there. We have a 2 hour, I don't know where our GPS is taking us right now, but a 2 hour drive ahead of us, and then we're gonna help them set up for the festival tomorrow, and then after we help them set up, we are gonna finish baking this evening. But yeah, that's about it. I'll show you guys the setup, and then that's gonna be it.